Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. I've got a little bit of a fun reading here for you for the month of July. And I will be using the Good Tarot, the Radiant Wise Tarot, and these fun cards, the wonderful Zodiac fortune telling cards. So let's get started. So I'm using the tarot cards to explain the number 7, the month of July. Now, the month of July is 7. Doesn't matter if you are in the southern hemisphere, northern hemisphere. And the 7 is the Chariot. And this is sometimes also called the Cancerian card. But what I want to get to is the meaning behind the number 7. So the 7 is the Chariot, and the 7 is also the Tower. So I've got the 7 in the traditional rider waite. And I've also got it in the Good Tarot. So I want to show you the difference. And then in the Tower, and in the Good Tarot. So the number 7, I want to show you here in the chariot. Let's talk about the Chariot first, because it's the first 7 that shows up. If you notice, the charioteer or the military person is not holding any reins on these horses. He's obviously leaving something behind, but he's not holding any reins on the horses. The stars show that he is using he's very strong in his mental abilities. So this is a body, mind, and soul. And so this is when you have your 3 triad working together. If you notice also, he is in a box of cement. There's actually no movement in the Chariot card, yet we read it as movement, as moving forward, because you feel like you're in control. If these characters got up and started walking away or running away, if you look, they're looking in different directions. How much control would you have? You're kind of stuck in this cement chariot. It obviously, these look like wheels, but are they wheels? Would you be able to move? And this is a game that you turn, the almost like feeling like you're rolling the dice. That are you actually moving forward in something? He's not commanding anything. And same thing with this chariot. You can see she doesn't have any reins. We've got body, mind, and soul. So are all 3 of you working together to accomplish what you want to accomplish? In other words, if one of these bolts, you have no control. You have no control. You have no reins. You have no control. And same thing here. You kind of are hoping everything works together, that your mind can control your body and your soul. And that's where it comes to the Tower, which is a 7, because it's 1 and 6 makes 7. This is also known as the hand of God. This is also some things that you have not out of your control. And if we look, we also have 3 in the Tower. We have the soul of God and body and mind. And if you look at this card carefully, the people that are falling out of the Tower are both looking in different directions, just like the Chariot card. Just like the Chariot card. What control do you have? It's just showing you that you really don't have control unless you have all 3 working together. So if you're working all 3 together, you don't get these surprises, the hand of God. You don't get these Tower moments. And that's why I wanted to bring out this card, because this card doesn't really show the 3. And that's why it's so important to learn on the basics. Learn with the basics first, and then you'll get the feeling of what this Tower is. Because this Tower doesn't look as menacing as this Tower. And as I said before, the Tower doesn't always have to be bad. It could be a lottery win. That could be a Tower moment. It could be getting a call out of the blue for that job you've always wanted. That could be a Tower moment. Somebody ringing your doorbell and say, I'd love to buy your house. I'll give you, way more than what market value is. That's a tower moment. So tower moments aren't always bad. Sometimes it's not bad for something to bolt and you follow it and it turns out to be good. So that's the number 7 in the major arcana. Now, if we go to the minor arcana, we'll see it's something very similar again with the 7 of swords or the 7 of air. We see that there's 2 directions. You can either stay still, or this is a strategy. This is someone lying to you, taking something from you. You have no control if people lie to you. So again, we see that there's a split here in the 7. And the 7 is indeed a split. It's a 4 plus a 3. So it's a solid. The 4 is solid and 3 is the triangle. And put them together and they aren't stable together. There is a lot of room for disparaging, for going in different directions. Do you go with the 3 or do you go with the 4? So then we see with the swords here, you have no control over how somebody's strategizing against you, or if they steal from you or they lie from you. Or sometimes you have to make a strategic call to actually walk away from something, but you leave one foot in the door, right? For opportunity to maybe come back or change things. So 7 is a very changeable number as well. And here we see in the 7 of earth or the 7 of pentacles, again, you have no control over the harvest. You've planted the seeds. Maybe you have a little bit of, you've collected a little bit, but now you just have to be patient and see what happens. Do they wither on the vine? Do they actually come to fruition? This could be stocks that you invest in. Maybe you were told, yeah, this is a sure hit, and there you sit, and it's not growing anywhere. You haven't lost it at this point. It still has potential, but it's taking a long time to come to fruition. So we see with this 7 of earth card, your patience, you're still looking, you're waiting for something to grow with this little fairy here. If we look at the 7 of wands, again, we're defending ourselves. It's also the 7 of fire. We're taking the high ground, but we have no control over these people that are poking at us, that are telling us to do this, telling us to do that, to go into different directions. Because wands and fire are passion and movement. And you're defending all these different people. Oh, you should do this, you should do that. Or why did you do this? Why did you do that? And you're constantly defending. But again, you have no control over what happens with these people telling you what to do. You only have control over yourself and taking the high road. And then we go over to the 7 of water or the 7 of cups. And again, you have a big decision to be made. You have no control of the choices that are given to you. And different, you might be surprised at some of the decisions and choices that you have to make. You don't have control over the booby prize that comes to you, the snake that comes up to you and again lies to you. The 7 of cups is actually all of these put together. So you think of the wreath here, like the winner's wreath, like that's your passion, your action. Here's the wealth, that's your pentacles or coins. That could even be the castles that you live in. The swords here could be somebody who is lying to you, somebody who says things. Even this ghost could be an unknown about somebody lying to you. The booby prize, the snake could be somebody lying to you. So the 7 of cups is a accumulation of all the 7s in here. Is this going to be your tower moment if you pick the booby prize? Is it going to be a tower moment if you pick the wealth here? Are you going to win the lottery? You just never know. And so that's the problem with the 7, is that you just never know. We have 3, again, to go back to the 3 and 4, we have 4 great choices here. Maybe a love interest, a home, wealth, victory, or the booby prize, the 3. You know, the unknown here with the ghost, the snake, somebody who's lies to you, and then the dragon. Do they come and burn your house down? And that's why the person here is black. If you look at these cards, they're all in green. And then all of a sudden you turn to black, meaning black can mean different things. Sometimes it can mean power. Sometimes it can mean like blackout, like you just are frozen. You just are frozen in your decision. You can't make a decision. Whereas green in here means growth. You know, growth in strategy, growth in investments, growth in taking the high road. So with all that being said and describing the different 7s, we're going to go back to the good tarot. And why I pick that is because I want you can either choose by your sun sign, what element your sun sign is. So air would be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Earth would be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Fire would be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And water would be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And the reason I go by your sun sign is because we are in summer up here. We just had our solstice. So we had our solstice. And then if you're in your winter solstice, but it's the sun. So that's why I'm picking our sun sign. Or you can pick air. Are, you know, this July, for example, Earth, are you gardening a lot? Fire, have you started an exercise program? Are you moving around a lot? Water, are you spending a lot of time by the beach or by your pool? And air, are you flying somewhere right now? You know, especially if you're in the winter months, are you flying somewhere warm or going on a trip? Or are you writing this July? Are you taking time to write? So think about what, either way, just go ahead and pick one, and you can pick more than one if you want. You can watch them all if you want. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw 3 of the fortune telling cards to give you a little bit of fun for July, your fortune telling. These are great fun cards. They were produced in the 1930s, I believe. This is a reproduction. These are not original. These are reproduction. Wonderful zodiac fortune-telling cards. They're a lot of fun, and I'm going to pull 3 for each of them. And let's see if we can give you a little bit of fortune-telling for the month of July. A little bit of fortune-telling. So if you've chosen air, here are your 3 cards. So first we have 1, 2, and the underlying 3. We do have a reverse. Okay, so I only read the top here. So if you made a wish, the answer is yes. You have a lucky number 26 and 21. You have a mind of your own, use it. The second card is, we have no lucky numbers because it's in reverse. Forgive someone now and don't trust them again. And the last card is, we have, again, no lucky numbers because it's in reverse. You will receive an offer regarding money matters. So there's your fortune. If you make a wish this month, the answer will be yes. You have 2 lucky numbers. You have a 26 and you have 21. You have, your messages are, you have a mind of your own, use it. Forgive someone now and don't trust again. You will receive an offer regarding money matters. So that's if you chose air. If you chose earth, so for the earth people, what's their fortune? What's their fortune for the earth people? What's the fortune for the earth people? These are so fun. Oh, Okay, so first card is success in business is in store for you. Second card is persist and you will be more successful. And the last card is you're missing many opportunities. Take advantage. So the first card is success in business is in store for you. So if you own your own business, that's great. It's a great card for you. Or if you want to invest in a business, for example, stocks and whatnot, that would be good for you. Your wish answer is no. So unfortunately, you're not going to have wishes come true this month. Your lucky numbers are 3 and 66. Your next one is you have no lucky numbers because it's in reverse. Persist and you will be more successful. So there's a great bit. If you do have your own business, push through, persist, and you'll be more successful. The last card, oh, now we have a wish answer is yes. So this will be interesting. Some of your wishes will come true, some of your wishes won't. And isn't that life anyways? You have two lucky numbers, 20 and 609. You are missing many opportunities. Take advantage. Yeah, I think this is a real strong message for you, Earth people, for this month. Success in business is in store for you. Persist and you will be more successful. You're missing many opportunities. Take advantage. Maybe you've been thinking of starting your own business and you've been putting it off. I would say this is the month to do it for you. So you'll have your wish answer is no, and you have 3 and 66. So if you have something a wishes attached to the numbers 3 and 66, I'd say that would be a no. I wouldn't play those numbers in lotto. There we have no lucky numbers, and this one, wish answer yes. I think your lucky numbers in that regard are 20 and 609. So if maybe on the 20th, make a wish on the 20th. Don't make any wishes on the 3rd of July. But yeah, so maybe even with this, you're missing many opportunities. Take advantage. Your wish answer is yes. So if you're thinking, I wish I could start my own business, teaching people how to knit, for example, that would be a solid yes. So there you go. So some things are going to be good and some wishes are going to come true and some are not. So there you go, Earth people. But I would get going on something, even if you're thinking of investing in a business. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just telling you these fun fortune telling cards. So let's go for fire. What fortune telling do we have for fire? 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 Well, that was interesting. We got the directions card. I told you I don't look at these. Be very careful in what you tell others. Wish answer no. We have a lucky number 4 and a lucky number 876. We have a reversal, so we have no lucky numbers. You're going on a long, safe journey, so that's good. That's good. You're going on you'll have a nice holiday. And the last one is upright. The one who cares for you is anxious for a letter. Wish answer yes. So again, you're just like the earth. You have some wishes are going to come true and some wishes aren't. So we have a lucky number 4, 876. Wish answer no. I wouldn't play any lotteries on the 4th of July. Maybe on the 4th of July is not going to go well for you if you're American and you're thinking of partying or you're wondering if that's going to be a good day. No. You have another lucky number 876. Be very careful in what you tell others. I like warnings sometimes better than unicorns and butterflies. You are going on a long, safe journey, and this is in reverse, so no lucky numbers. So that's kind of good. If you're going on holidays this July, fire people, it's going to be fun, and it's going to be safe. And then I like this message too. The last card, the wish answer is yes. Lucky number 15 and lucky number 194. So I would play some lottos or do something on the 15th. The one who cares for you is anxious for a letter. If there's somebody who you kind of put off, or you're blocking or something. They're telling you they're really anxious to hear from you. Also, if it's somebody who you aren't sure that you should contact with a text or an email, this was definitely by letter, so don't call them. Send them like a message on Facebook or a message on Instagram. Text them, send them an email. If you're wondering if do they want to hear from me, the answer is yes. And I would especially do it on the 15th. So maybe where you're going on a long, safe journey is something to do with this person who you write a letter and say, hey, I'm going to be in your area. Do you want to meet for a coffee or a drink or something? But be very careful what you tell others. People might take something that you're saying and make it into gossip. So, for example, don't tell other people that you're contacting this person, because it says be very careful in what you tell others. So that's for fire. Now for water. Fun fortune telling for water for the month of July. This also could be you, Cancer, because you are a water sign. Fun for 7 of water. Fortune telling for 7 of water for the month of July. Fortune telling for 7 of water for the month of July. Okay. Oh, you have a reversal here. A letter that you will receive. Act on it at once. I wonder if you're going to hear from a fire person. No lucky numbers there. Be careful of your health. Again, no lucky numbers there. And the last one is the bottom card. And no lucky numbers for you, Cancer. All 3 are in reverse. Good news is coming within a week or so. Wow. So I wonder if you're going to hear from this fire person. If you've been wondering if you're going to hear from a fire person, remember, that doesn't have to be their sun sign. It could be somebody who's very active, very health conscious, somebody who's very muscular, for example, somebody who's very strong. Good news, a letter that you will receive, act on it at once. So that's what I would do. You get somebody says, hey, how you doing? Don't put it off. Just act on it at once. Be careful of your health. This might be a good month, to maybe get more walking in, eat more fresh vegetables and fruit. I'm not a doctor, but you know what I mean. And good news is coming within a week or so. I think you're going to hear some fabulous news. You might get, and it's your birthday month as well, Cancer. You might get, birthday cards from somebody who you didn't expect to hear from. You might get, a nice DM message from somebody you didn't expect to hear some, because the good news is coming within a week or so. Unfortunately, all of yours were in reverse, so there's no lucky numbers for you, but that's okay. That's okay. No lucky numbers and no, at least you have no wishes that aren't coming true, right? You didn't get no. So good for you. That's actually a really fun thing to do. And now I'm going to do an overall. I read the top ones sideways. You will soon go on a long trip. Well, it's July. That makes sense. Help your friend who is in need. He will bring you good luck. Well, that makes sense too, especially if you're hearing from a water or a fire sign. A reception you will at a reception where you will meet someone. Wow. I wonder if you're going to a wedding this July, or a family reunion. And then the last one here is beware of a dark presence. Ooh. So yeah. So maybe this person that you meet won't be very good for you. Because it says right after you will meet someone, you'll beware of a dark presence. So now I'm going to read it the other way, and this is general for everybody for the month of July. One of whom you will be suspicious will prove to be true. So guards up. A successful leader who will produce. Oh, so your boss is going to be well. Your business or where you work, I think your boss will be very good. Or if you're the boss, you will do very well. Your troubles will vanish, happiness ahead. Great, that's fun. And you have a very sympathetic nature. And I think that ties up the Cancerian season so well. And yes, I know some of you Leos are at the end of July, but I'm reading this during a Cancerian day. on June the 30th for your July. I think we all get more sympathetic, empathetic during Cancerian. It's the season of the mother. It's the season of the home. We're a little bit more relaxed. The kids are out of school. The grandchildren are out of school. And it tends to be a funner time overall. I'm not sure what in Australia or I imagine the kids are still in school. Maybe you're gearing up for something different, but July, once the sun turns into Cancer, that's the season of the mother, the season of the home, that season of gardening. That's why we like to do our gardening, and things are very fruitful then, because the harvest isn't until the Virgo season. So there's is your July. I hope you enjoyed this. This is a little bit fun doing the fortune telling. Let me know how it goes. Let me know if you write that letter. Let me know if you got that letter, and let me know if you were successful in business. And and let me know if you run into somebody who's brand new. This is somebody who's brand new who you are not to trust. All right. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to know more about the tarot and this intrigued you, please don't forget to join. We start next week with week 1. All sessions will be recorded. You can choose a join button, or there'll be a direct link in the description. And I've kept it as low as I can, and so everybody can join in. Thank you so much for watching. Take good care. Bye for now.